And it's all been like, at first she probably could have been angry, and then they all probably start talking about how they can get money off this shit.
Yeah, in real time.
You know what I mean?
After a while, it all becomes like that's the only reason to keep it going, or even address it. Because you
Yeah.
know when you're in a certain light, you can either like snub some shit out by not addressing it, and
Yeah.
it'll eventually pass because of the way media is just like
Yeah.
something else is gonna pop up.
Yup.
Unless you keep bringing it up and putting it back into the airwaves, it'll go.
Bold prediction is Meg comes out and says, me and Tori talked about it, we're okay. Because this nigga is on pace to sell 1 million records.
Off shooting the motherfucker. Or
Dog.
or allegedly.
Yeah.
That I didn't know. I didn't know the numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, on pace. And so it's kind of like, niggas ain't do that since Lil Wayne.
And there's a fuck ton of inconsistency
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. When you got an open case, you mean to tell me your lawyer ain't say, nigga, don't do this.
Don't do
Don't fucking do this.
Or that's why I'm saying it can't even be a lawyer now, because now you know somebody else in the ear saying, don't do this, but drop an album. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like, that's a whole nother nigga. That ain't the lawyer. That's that ain't even a homie. That's on some other shit, yo.
Bro, that's funny.
label head right there. Yo, he got the sound effects, yo. I'm over you.
Shots
I'm over you
motherfucking
already.
fired, figuratively and literally.
Word.
But guys, we are live right now. I am sitting with a good friend of mine, a fellow Libra, a very balanced individual.
Libra season.
You know what I'm saying? This is a guy of many words. I'm not gonna say few.
Yeah. Yeah. Some rub people the wrong way.
For sure.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend, my brother, Truez.
Choosy Baby, aka the realest you ever slept on, aka Goat Face Killer.
Hey.
I like that. I just premiered that.
Man, welcome to the spot, man. Welcome to the spot.
Yeah, man, I love it, bro.
I appreciate it, man. We're trying to turn nothing into something, man. We're trying to make this a place people can come and get it off.
Pause.
Yeah, big pause.
Nah, but they,
You know, and talk their shit, spread their wings, you know, whether it be promote, even if you just got something to say, you might be frustrated.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. We're here to give an opinion.
That's all I be needing. I just be needing outlets, because people be like upset about what I say on Twitter, but that's just an outlet.
But I feel like you know that you're slightly a troll.
What? All right.
I feel like you know that. Like you know how to say certain things that will get a reaction.
Yeah, I do. So my definition of a troll is similar, but it's about the intent, right? And my intent is always to make sure people don't ever forget and show a certain type of respect that I feel like I deserve. Now,
Okay.
that may be whatever, you know, people like to say with that, because I use the word it may mean something totally different, but I feel like
dog gonna holler.
yeah, you know, and I feel like I deserve respect, but ain't nobody else in this world gonna go to bat for me like I'm gonna go to bat for me. So whether it's on a Twitter platform, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, I'm gonna say I did, I am, because who else is going to say it?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Ain't nobody gonna celebrate you more than you.
Ain't nobody gonna do it. It's
You
my
know.
birthday every day.
I hear that shit.
Yes.
Speaking of birthdays,
Yeah.
you know we got one coming up. You know, for those of you who don't know, me and Truez happen to be born on one of the best days in the world.
Yes.
You know, October 18th is one of the best days on the planet. Shout out to my Libras out there.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop some bombs for each and every one of you and all of you that love us.
Yes.
You know, so what you plan on doing for it?
You know, people ask me that all the time. Every time my birthday come up, honestly, I be always trying to do some music shit.
Okay.
Like, I be always trying to release something. Like, you know what I mean? Just
Okay.
trying to do, because that's what makes me happy. And, you know, I never did the whole party thing. Actually, I want to believe that when you was doing your thing at XS Live, that you had hit me up because you was a promoter there for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I did that. I guess you could call it.
Yeah, well, you know, you was a face bringing people in.
Yeah,
you know, you and Blue. And y'all, I think y'all hit me up for my 21st birthday. That was the only time that I ever did anything remotely close to like a celebratory aspect of my birthday in a public light. So, you know, I be wanting to do that shit, but I don't know if it's necessarily me You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's crazy is the first time I ever really did that for me was like my 25th birthday.
Damn.
Invited FAA to come through and shoot. And that was my first time like throwing a party.
Yeah.
For my
For your
birthday. You know
birthday.
what I'm saying? Like I had never been to one. My mom used to always try to encourage me, like, throw a party, you know, you can have your friends over. I'd be like,
I can go to their crib.
Exactly. Exactly.
I can make my rounds.
You know, but you know, as we got older, you know, it became a little bit easier to be social.
Yeah, bro.
But so speaking of doing music for your birthday, does that mean you got something coming up or?
Man, I got so many options, man. I really want to do what everybody hate that these other artists is doing and drop a deluxe version of Flight 323 because I never shot a video for it. So I was thinking about shooting a video, dropping the deluxe version, or doing this Truematic 4 because LeBron about to win his 4th ring. So I was like, man, I think I could speed write that shit and record it all in one session.
Who about to get their 4th ring?
LeBron about to get his 4th ring. That's legacy, baby. That's 17 years in the
I ain't gonna play. Like Bron ain't even my favorite player, but I respect.
Not my favorite player.
You know what I'm saying? I respect it.
D Wade is my favorite player. D Wade, but LeBron to look at somebody that's our Michael Jordan.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And it's just so weird to see this nigga at 35 with gray on his beard about to win his 4th ring. One of the most weirdest, most like. I don't know. This ring is gonna be different, bro, in history. In the whole history. And if he got that on his finger,
this ring came during probably the most troubling times for
anybody. I talked to a 76-year-old man. This nigga said, not to call him a nigga, he was good guy, but he said, he said, out of my 76 years of living, this is the worst year I've ever seen, and I done been to the war.
Yo, bro, I've been to war too, and 2020's worse than being there.
Yeah, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
didn't even know that
crazy.
about you, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you're wearing the colors.
Green looks good on me. I think it works my skin tone.
I had no idea though, dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a small stint in my life, bro.
Word.
I mean, for my birthday, I'm going to Vegas, dog. Going to Vegas. Yeah, at the end of the month. I've been to Vegas, but I didn't get to live Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
How long you going?
I'm gonna be there like 3-4 days.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, I think that's all I need. I gotta get the hell on.
Yeah, bro.
Anything after that's way too long.
Yeah, but after that, you gonna be crazy when you come back here.
You think so?
Hell yeah, nigga. I know. Look, man, come on. You gonna play modest, but you gonna be like,
Nah, if I come back with some rap or something like that, yeah, you might catch a nigga here.
True.
Nah.
But if you come back with some experience that is equivalent to a rack, it'll be different.
Yeah, if I can make 1,000, a rack off that experience, then I'm all for it.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just going to have a good time, man. I ain't treated myself in a minute. Nah, my homegirl is treating me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's my dog. She's taking me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm hoping to have a good time, man. See some shit I ain't never seen, do some shit I ain't never did.
That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game.
Hell
everything
yeah.
you just said.
Hell yeah. Now, before we went live, we was talking about how Tory, right?
Yeah.
And you were mentioning something along the lines of like the potential of it being like propaganda.
Yeah.
So expand on that again for me.
So this is absolute worst case scenario is, judging by what we've been given, the public, Meg taken up for, and then a couple of weeks later, the WAP joint releases, and then the story changes. We still don't hear Tory from that time, so obviously he's recording, and that now we know he's recording in that process, because he's not. Yeah, so we thought maybe
he's putting his rebuttals on wax.
Right? So maybe we thought that he's not saying nothing because of police business.
And that would lead me to believe it was strategic based on what you're saying so far.
Right.
Like you hadn't said nothing up until you put some music out, which means you've been saying it in the music.
Can I tell you why I really think it could be propaganda?
Why?
Because this nigga Rick Ross decides to speak on him, but he uses his bottles in the video and starts to he's selling his product, talking about Meg and Tory. So I'm thinking is everybody trying to get money off of this? Like, so I'm thinking of it like a little, like, he was the only one that made me feel like that. It's not surprising that a nigga rap about what happened. That's not a surprise. If you're a real true artist,
Yeah, you gonna rap on
gonna
experience.
do that, right? But the thing that killed me was Ross kind of jumping in and like now doing he's the only rapper in the middle of it, and it's very weird. And he's selling his bottles in the process. So that's what makes me feel like everybody about to try to
mind you, Rick Ross has proven he don't do shit for free.
Exactly. He is smart. He's a smart dude.
Because the way he was manipulating 50 Cent a couple weeks ago,
no, man, this
is right along the lines of I'm doing this for a check.
Listen, like Jarrell say, he don't like T.I. slander. Nicola Stevens on Twitter, he say he don't like T.I. slander. I don't want no 50 slander.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants. But we weren't the ones slandering 50.
That's true.
He the one trying to,
I mean, yeah, man. I wish we can go back in time, and if people was feeling 50 at the time, things would be a little bit different. That was a part of the game that I feel like when things became okay, when we found out the background of Rick Ross, I remember the rap game had some rules. That you could, you know what I mean? And he was that nigga that
he
really
fell in that category of what then would have been considered snitch.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
On a different level.
Yeah, like it was on some like you work with the ops.
Yeah, you work with, like, not even snitch for him.
Yeah, you work with the ops.
So then that shit kind of like, it just bust the ceiling wide open of what the rules were. And then ever since then, now you got, fake
it's really
trappers.
Proved there are none.
There are none. You're right. Now you got fake trappers. You got all of this stuff. Now everybody can say whatever they want, because if you get pulled, it get tested. Now you got, people listening to this music and they don't really care if it's real or not.
No, not at all. I don't think people give a shit about nothing being real or not anymore.
That's why I'm so slow to do shit.
Yeah, like now it's about, can I convince you that it is, or because I'm at this status, you just gonna assume it's real?
That's real. These niggas, man. Industry crazy, bro.
But
Industry's crazy.
So what you were saying? I heard you say earlier that Tory was projected to sell 1 million.
That's what they said, and they said it was the highest since Lil Wayne. But it makes sense because 6ix9ine came out, and
he took the 6ix9ine approach, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, here's a crazy strong take. Here's a super strong political whatever bleeding into the rap realm. The country always makes up the makeup of the president. We got Donald Trump in office. That's Mr. Fake News.
Mr. Fugazi.
Yeah, Mr. Fugazi, Mr. Fake News. Mr. I didn't say this and did say this, right? So you get trolls under Donald Trump. You didn't get trolls under Obama.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got people trying to like have relationships under Obama. You got the Jay-Z and Beyonce. You had all of that stuff, everybody getting together and stuff like that. And then as soon as Trump got in the office, 2015 or whatever, 2016, whatever, everybody became a media troll. Everybody. Yeah. And so now we are dealing with the makeup of the president in our music. You know what I mean?
Because he's made it acceptable to be bullshit.
Yeah. So if he a clown, we gonna get a clown in the music. And then we're going to have niggas acting like clowns and not getting in trouble for it because our president don't even fucking get in trouble.
And I think
that
may be the lead directly down to all the bullshit that's happening. Like, people are getting exposed every day for capping, faking, flogging. Whether, I don't care if you're doing business, you making music, whatever. Relationships are being exposed. People's gangster is being tested. People's loyalty, everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in question in 2020. Yeah. It seems like.
We in the age of Aquarius too. We just hopped out of the age of Pisces, and the age of Pisces is like, Jesus was a Pisces. And in the age of Pisces, you believe things and not have to really ask for the proof. And in the age of Aquarius is an information age. You question everything. So right now, we are like locked into the I question everything. That's why you don't see God. That's why you don't see Jesus. That's why you don't see Santa Claus. That's why you don't see the Easter Bunny, because now all that shit is gone, because in this new age, we just question if it's either necessary, real, or important to your life. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying any of that is right or wrong.
Yeah, and I think a small piece of that is also like all the locks have been broken off everybody's closets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's closet door is wide open. So them skeletons are being exposed. Yeah. Like, beyond belief.
Thanks to social media.
Right. But it's our own faults.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
definitely our own faults. I mean, I just hate the fact that because of this drama, or we're at an age where the drama is being not only glorified but monetized beyond what truth ever could be.
Yeah.
Because I was watching what's that on Netflix, The Social Dilemma, where they were talking about statistically negativity spreads 6 times, fake news spreads 6 times faster than the truth.
That's deep.
And that's on Twitter.
Why isn't the truth that attractive?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Why is it not? It's not
I
attractive
don't know.
at all.
I think I'm at the point where the truth is the most attractive.
You know what? But yeah, but you know what? The truth reminds me of dating. Like, you go for all of these bad bitches and shit like that fit a certain description, but it's the chick that don't look like those bad bitches is the one you should be with. And that's the truth.
Because they truly have every attribute that you truly want.
That you truly want.
Outside of the aesthetics.
Aesthetics. And so negativity got the aesthetics of everything you want. The conversation. Do you think this is real? All of this kind of shit. And then the truth kind of got the, it's the truth. So what are we going to talk about? Like, what? Okay, it's nothing to talk about. It just gets swept under the rug.
And I think most of that is because people aren't willing to reveal their truths. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of the people, like, you can't say nothing about me that's gonna fade me because I know what my truths are.
That's how I am as a rapper, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why people talk shit about me, and all of that stuff. Like, I hear a lot of stuff because everybody know me. So it's like, I'm always gonna hear something.
True.
And so a lot of people say certain things, but they won't go crazy too far because they know if they listen to a nigga's music, that is a lot of truth in how I speak.
And even if even outside of the music, approaching you as a person, it's hard to run up on somebody and say some crazy shit that they ain't willing to say about themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's true, and if it's not true, it's not gonna faze somebody that knows who they are.
That's real. Like that night we was talking outside the studio, I was like, Nightmare had some stuff he wanted to tell me, and I was like, nah, nigga, that's cool. Like, he was like, nah, I ain't gonna say it now. I said, nah, say it because it's all gravy. Like, it's not like you gonna bust a bubble. It's like you gonna either give me some information or give me something to think about. But it was cool to hear everybody's perspectives that night on how they feel. You know what I mean? But it can't rattle me too much because I know I'm not pretending. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to.
But that's what makes life so much easier.
So easier, bro.
You know what I'm saying? When you true to who you are, cause I got homeboys that people don't like, but I fuck with them cause they are who they are regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't do nothing but respect that. Even the corniest nigga, if he the same dude every day,
that's just a corny nigga.
You know what I'm saying? That's just who he is.
Yeah, at that point.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like it's cool.
Like, to me, if you being consistently corny is cool.
Yeah.
Cause that's you being who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man. You gotta respect that. And especially if the nigga say he corny. If he say he corny, I'm like, I can fuck with you.
Right.
Because you a corny nigga. And I don't gotta assault you by saying it.
Right. It's like me saying, like, if I came out here saying I'm gangster, you know what I'm saying? And somebody check me and I'm not gangster, now they got something.
Now it's everybody got something.
But if I'm always like, bro, I ain't no thug. I ain't no gangster. Like, shit.
Yeah.
You know what's coming with me.
That's why I like Slim too, because Slim be on there and he be like, shit, I did this and I did that, but I tell niggas that ain't me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he say he not bonded by what he did in his past because he know it wasn't him. And that's something that's admirable.
Yeah, you can't do nothing but honor that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect anybody that's willing to be like, you know what? I fucked up, or I did some fucked up shit, or whatever, but that ain't me.
That's real talk.
And like, I gotta apologize to you too, though.
For what?
Cause nigga, this is episode 4?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was chopping it up with you before it was a thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, it'd probably easily be a year ago now.
Damn, yeah, now you should say that.
Like, now that we thinking about it, like, it could easily be a year ago that we was talking about it at the back of Guard City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm glad to even sit down with you now, because it wasn't just a conversation.
I think that's Blue in them.
What, at the door?
Yeah, because I rolled up on them on my way over here, and they was like, oh, where you going? I told them where I was going. So they said, we might pull up on you.
Oh, would you mind checking up? My guy. Shout out to my man Steve in the background.
Yeah.
Big bombs for the Stevie Beast, King Solomon, King Solo. I'll make sure y'all y'all follow my mans on all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? But I brought up that because, you know, I was mentioning to you, like, we need a place to, like, call home when it comes to being a platform. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that nigga Mayo in the building.
Hey,
I was totally wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see you here a lot. What up, nigga?
Oh man, I know Steve was sitting right there.
You got the Yeezy slides. You want to sit right here?
Yeah.
You want to sit right here, though? Yeah.
You know, it's all love. But
I think I could swing it if you need to talk like. Shh.
Oh no, straight from.
All right.
But yeah, for everybody who don't know, my partner Gas Guy Mayo just pulled up on the kid. You know what I'm saying? He's been here before. This is his second home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With the Yeezy slides.
Fresh to death. But
I think I just tripped somebody's lens. I didn't mean to do that. But if I could get a cigar, that would.
there may be a backy on top of the bar.
Did y'all hear that? Gas Guy Mayo.
But yeah,
of course he needs a cigar. He's Gas Guy Mayo.
You know, for years, for real, we've been having like conversations like this just cause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we just need a place, I feel like, for everybody to get it off. You know what I'm saying? We sit here and watch other platforms, whether it be fucking Breakfast Club or Vlad or.
My boy on the socks. On my bad.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you show love, you get love back.
Word.
Whether it be Breakfast Club, Joe Budden podcast, et cetera, right? And so many people come to Augusta and don't do nothing but come here, do what they get paid for, and leave. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be even local, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody looks to go elsewhere.
They run through us.
Yeah, or they go elsewhere and expect it to follow them back here.
Oh, you mean like us?
Yeah, I mean, shit, whether you be local, out of town, in town.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm going to be honest. Like, I always say this, you know, the way I think about music is, like, totally different. Like, sometimes I feel like people always got the game misconstrued. Like, you know, we coming up in an era where if you wasn't paying attention to the era that was behind you, you think that this happens a certain way. And, you know, a lot of people, make statements, and it's cool to wish things in existence, but that manifestation and shit come with a whole nother set of tools that people think is more than just, you know, putting something on Facebook or like saying something. Or what's up?
When you said that, was you referring to like artists like when they be rapping?
No.
Oh, okay.
Never when they rap. When they rap, that's music. It's what they expect outside of it. And it's like these niggas, these people are chosen. And a lot of people that go viral, that's not all the time. And then if they go viral, if it ain't picked up, then it's over, right?
Right.
But
it's
like
very short.
When we coming from where we come from, we ain't chosen here in Augusta from the music industry. And you can tell. It's history. That's the history. We assign deals with other type of people. And Steve, you know what I mean by that. We can get those deals. Yeah, we can get those, but they not choosing us from the industry. So when I see how people's attitudes are, they don't know that the scope is different for us. And so that way we have to be different. We're the second largest city in Georgia.
Right.
But
so in me, there's no excuses, but I feel like there's a lot of lack of understanding when it comes to like camaraderie and working together.
But I ain't gonna count though. It's like with me, it's like.
You want the mic?
Nah, not really.
Don't you need the mic?
Yeah, man, we live right now.
I'm gonna leave
Hey,
right
but
here.
nah, I'm trying to figure out cause like everybody be like, all right, all the artists and everybody need to come together and shit. But it's like, come together and do what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker hit me up, bro, if I feel like you serious about like doing a song together, it's gonna get set up and it's gonna get done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. Like, yo, I got a session today at so and so time. Like, pull up. Like, I'll call you before I even got down. I'll call you and I'll be on the way to the studio.
Right.
Still get there. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like they be like, dang, we need to come together as a city. We need to come together as a city.
But
what are we trying to do? Because it's not like we can just come together as a city and just. Well, we probably could. Matter of fact.
Well, the thing
we
is,
probably could come together and like drop like them Fresco tapes like once a month or some shit. But I mean, like that'd probably be kind of tight, depending on you know what I'm saying, the media and the promotion and the videos and the shit you put.
I mean,
on
that would
with it,
take
but-
consistency
but I'm
from
just trying to figure
everybody.
out facts. But I'm just trying to. But at the same token, it's like, how do you develop yourself as an artist if you're doing that?
Hold on, can I speak? That right there, B, is the whole thing. Because what I
develop themselves as an artist, they're just trying to pop off.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And make it. Like you're not trying to.
What I told you.
Build or perfect the craft or
2015, what was I saying? How we were, right? We were different. You know what I mean? We had different shit going on. We were organically mingling.
Yeah.
But we were doing things on our own, but organically meeting, not with that sedative that we need to.
Yeah,
So
but
we,
it was just
it was just natural. And then that is a different energy that changed, right? Now we in the energy where niggas is trying to get their shit off. And it's like for me, I'm different. Like me trying, like when I was dropping CDs at Josie when I was in 9th grade, I'm 12, 13 years old.
I wasn't even rapping then. You know what I'm saying?
So at that time, like 04, like you know what I mean? The whole thing is different. Like everything, how people receive shit, different. So I watched that shit kind of change, and I watched no conscious artists be out and shit like that. Nobody that's speaking on shit. And then I'm like, well, shit. I had a decision to make a radio record or this you know, P Nice was about to do the Running Out of Money, and I was about to do a choice between something like a Running Out of Money or Pharaoh Skin, Only Black in the Room.
Right.
And I did Pharaoh Skin, Only Black in the Room. P Nice took the offer to do the Running Out of Money. Boom. He hits the radio station. Boom. And then he in Atlanta. You know, we know the story. Right. I did the Pharaoh Skin. I wanted to put the investment dollars into the Pharaoh Skin video. So when y'all niggas receive me, y'all receive like who I am. Not saying that P Nice is doing that, because it's a music game. Right, it's how we want to be perceived. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like when I first dropped like, all right, well y'all know when I first started rapping, it was a fucking group of us. It was 4 of us. I just left from with them niggas. We was just on Smoke Shoe. We used to record that back in 2010, 11. Yeah, 2011. So when we first started, like that's why I recorded like my first song and type shit. You feel me? So. But they still stay out there. That's Pepper Ridge. You know, that's where I'm from and shit. So, but yeah, that shit like, it's like at first I was just making music on some shit to keep me out of trouble type shit. You feel me? But then I like just grew fond of that shit, and then it was on some shit like I had to like I ended up going solo like I am now, and it was on some shit like, all right, so what you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. You can goddamn sit here, you can try to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, be a Dr. Seuss rapper type shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could've, you know what I'm saying, dove into that shit, but it's like, shit, I want motherfuckers to know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Really like,
you don't really learn nobody. You don't grow with an artist when it's that Dr. Seuss, that microwave rap that.
Hold on. That's why that Internal Tears. That's one of my favorite projects from him. Yeah, it's because
that's just personal. That's just real. Like,
and he did it at a time, like, as I'm watching you know what I mean? I'm watching him do this, do that, and then he's like, nah, I'm about to drop something like this now. And then I hear it, I'm like, oh, he about to, because
but
it's
being
like
around,
I ain't gonna tell you no cap, bro. Before I dropped in the meantime was the, like, and I do not like that shit. I ain't even gonna cap. It's like 2 songs I like on that bitch. That's probably that In the Wind, but like, the tape is the project as a whole, I don't really like it, but it was like I named it In the Meantime. I wanted it to be something like, all right, I'm solo now. You know what I'm saying? So here's something, you know what I'm saying, until I'm ready type shit. You feel me? And then I dropped GGM. But before I actually did that, I actually got a whole tape on my computer that I never even dropped called Impatiently Waiting. And I just felt like if I would have popped out with that one first, it wouldn't have been receptive. You know what I'm saying? How it should have been receptive. Like Internal Tears, it wasn't even. Like I said, like how I did with Impatiently Waiting, I thought Eternal Tears was gonna be the same thing. So I was really just using Eternal Tears as like a gateway tape.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yo, check this out, B. Check this out. Fan progressive. You said fans can't grow with you. Sure. This is how you make fans grow with you. Now, like I said, we be wanting to get this shit. When we start this shit, we want the bag because there's a lot of sacrifice that goes on with this music shit. For sure. So we want the fucking bag.
Right.
I see this nigga, like, this is how fans, say I'm a fan. Say I don't do music, whatever. I'm just watching the city. this nigga comes out with Impatiently Waiting first, right? And then I see it, and then now as a fan, when he starts to elevate the music into maybe that club shit, or you know, go further into that, I'm grown. I'm introduced. It's like,
cause that's what you. Yeah, I feel you. That's what. Cause now that I hear this, that's what I'm always gonna be expecting of you. But like me myself,
Rod Wave ain't gonna end up with this sad rap in the end. It's the introduction.
Right.
This nigga gonna go somewhere totally different. Nigga like fucking.
But see, like to bring it full circle,
mindset,
right?
My mindset wasn't all the way there with that. It was just on some shit like, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers like just back. I just tell you the truth, bro. It's just based off of the shit you just see on Facebook and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
What
like,
you do?
Huh?
How you feeling? What you do?
Yeah, like no, I'm talking about like as far as like when that time frame was going on, as far as me wanting to drop that project.
Yeah.
It was like shit. I can hear other shit on some shit like that, but it's like motherfuckers only clicking on shit when it's some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Extra gangsters or
Yeah.
you know what
Right,
I'm
you
saying?
got gun in the
Shit.
thumbnail.
You feel
You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
We got.
So that's the only reason why I go do that shit every now and then, cause like.
But see,
I
like,
live
so
this for real,
so
man.
just to bring it full circle,
All
right?
these guns
Back
are
in what was it?
Yeah.
What was it? 2013, 14. You know what I'm saying? When we were talking about collaborating and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
What people were misunderstanding, where people got intimidated was financial investment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
And
I
it's
had-
like,
yeah,
and
back
I
then
had
it was,
and I had that at that time. So I
Yeah.
had a major.
but I went into it with the understanding
hand.
that look, all of us don't have a lot of money. We know that,
Yeah.
but it's 20 of us.
And that's a lot of money.
You know what I'm saying?
That
20 times 20, 400 every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't take much
But
to
see,
make
check
something
this out.
happen.
But check this out though.
Yeah.
On that same token, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just saying this based off of motherfuckers being on some shit like, yo, we need to get together and we need to get a pot and everybody support everybody.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me.
But
You've heard that before though, right?
true,
You know what I'm saying?
true. But they didn't come with a plan in order to make everybody comfortable with
Right.
doing that.
Yeah, they probably didn't. But even when it was on some goddamn, let's just say take your $20, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
$20, we do $20. We got 20 artists in here. You feel what I'm saying? We got 20 artists
I
in
think that's the first mistake though. It shouldn't be 20 artists.
All right, but I just use it.
You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga like me, I'm not an artist. I'm a facilitator.
Look,
I'm
I
a
said,
planner.
Look, I said on Slim Joint, we need middlemen. The middlemen are the most important
Right.
dudes for us.
Because as an artist, I want you to be the artist.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let me do the planning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to show the fuck up.
Yeah.
I need you to do your role.
And
you know what I'm
just
saying? The
make
nigga
great
that make the flyers, you stick to making the fucking
Oh,
flyers.
God,
Don't
bro,
do shit
like,
else.
it should be
If you the
fun.
cameraman, stick to taking the fucking pictures. Don't try to take on no other role.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Let the motherfuckers feed you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna feed you.
Man, that
and then we
rap-
come together and we make this shit
That
crack.
rap life so
Alright.
enticing, ain't it? Ain't it so enticing, people? You just can't help but to do other things.
But that's how it's supposed to be.
But the
Nah,
thing
man,
is,
I'm
when
just
we're
saying,
talking
that's
about
what niggas fuck up
developing
at.
the craft, right?
Yeah.
Continue to do what the fuck you do.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could be you could be a master.
And we feed you in the process. So if that means I know a lot of niggas that good at rapping, and you rap, and these niggas is serious, and I send you a nigga that's gonna give you a feature for real.
How many hours you gotta work on something to be a
10,000
master?
hours.
There you go.
Yeah.
And some niggas would be doing it for a few hours. And then like they move on to something else and stuff like that, but they get in the way of what we need.
But that's
What
how
we
you
need-
fall into the trap of being
My bad.
a man of many hats, but a master of none. You know what I'm saying?
That's a Libra.
A jack
that's
of
a
all
Libra.
trades.
That's a Libra thing, too. Also, because that's how I am. Honestly, like a lot of niggas see an artist, but I'm really the other mind. I'm the other mind because it's things that I've done. And, you know what I mean? And it's like I still gotta fucking rap because I want to rap, but because of that, this is what people predominantly would see. But when you would talk to me, it's like, that's why it's just different because I'm not really a rapper. I like producing, I like building and creating infrastructure and architecture. And so that's why like everything that we do, like how you say, this is what people need, that home, that hub, that is correct. That is something that in the midst of me watching all this shit build from the TK and Cash days to all of that, going back that far to, you know what I mean, coming down here in the middle of Pastor Troy's run, like just kind of like seeing how things are done in up north, creating the platforms for those artists. Hot 97, they go get their freestyles off at Hot 97. That's how it came up. And then Power 105 became more like the story for them. They go there and have a little longer interview and tell stories. And so we need that. When you drop, You need to be able to go here, here, and do different type of things, and you done created a media run,
right?
That now people from other worlds and
they'll
states,
have to do the same
buying
thing.
the shit, and then, bro, you look like a star because we are doing star shit, and we got an industry. That's an industry. Yeah. And then if everybody getting paid, but if I'm real cool with B, but I pay B to do something, but he hit me up and be like, yo, you trying to do this, put some money in for this, and we'll make this. So it's like we can turn it back around.
Right. So ain't nobody putting in too much. Nobody's losing. Nobody's feeling like they're being taken advantage of and shit like that.
See, the issue I was in was every time this shit was kind of sort of like presented to me, it was on some shit like, it's going to be me and a bunch of other artists. So I'm on some shit like, just using that scenario, of course 20 artists is way too many, you know what I'm saying? But just using that scenario, we got 20 artists, everybody putting in $20. We got $400 now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's one video for one artist. Now we gotta do that 19 more times.
But I think that's where somebody like me comes in is I wouldn't let 20 artists put that $400 towards one video. You'd have to put that money towards something that allows everybody to be seen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No different than, let's say for example, Culture Fest, right? Yeah. With the environment we had back then, that could have been created then. Yeah. Because we were all we needed. We didn't have to outsource shit.
Yeah, we had Fresco though.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't. But that's exactly my point. There was no reason to reach out to somebody else. We had a phone call away to get a flyer, phone call away for a location, phone call away with artists, phone call away for studio time, phone call away if niggas make t-shirts, all of that shit is what is the conglomerate. Yeah. That's the conglomerate. We look out for the niggas in the circle, and we tax everybody else.
Yo, I got one for you. Here's another part of it that makes it better. Cause we men and as women in this industry too, but the type of industry that we want to see, it's a lot of entertainment involved. Mm-hmm. So we need to work like that. But we also gotta go out, and when we go out and see each other and shit like that, go to these same spots, turn out a fucking spot. We gotta make also our nightlife as real as we rap about it is. If we had a lit night, so if me and Mayo, like, yo, Mayo, what you doing tonight? Shit, I'm about to hit studio. All right, cool. I'm gonna hit such and such. I'm hit Quay and say, yo, you going to studio tonight? And then even if we all ain't best friends, it's like we'll all be there. Right. And then when people start to see that, the fans start to see that, then they like, shit, y'all going to studio tonight? Y'all gonna be in studio? Y'all look like y'all have mad fun. Now studio make money.
Right.
And then now that shit gets started to get turned around.
Gets circulated. No different than when I watch these fucking YouTubers. It'd be 5 YouTubers around each other. All them niggas YouTubing this, recording the same shit for their own platform. Yeah. Because it's all gonna work for all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like they see me on your shit, I'm gonna get followers from yours, vice versa, so on and so forth. And the place we at right now gonna get love because we all standing here.
And you know, and the thing about Augusta is, we gotta make it. Augusta is the realest city I've ever been in. You go to Atlanta, you know it's all cap.
For sure.
The people there cap, they lying, they all of that stuff. And it's not everybody, but that's what we know that. Yeah, and we know that.
We know niggas gonna throw bread and go back to their mama house.
Right. Now in Augusta, we don't let that kind of shit ride.
Oh, well, at least we try not to.
But that's what I'm saying. We monitor our city. So that's why I'm saying if we build our nightlife, that's us monitoring our own city. We know what's moving. We know all of that stuff. Everybody gonna want us. Everybody gonna start doing shows like all those spots. Garden City might fuck around and build a stage after that because they hearing about what the entertainment is.
Right, they're hearing what the movement is.
Yeah, man, we gotta build this shit on the ground because Augusta, we ain't never. Atlanta got it built on the ground. You go to Edgewood and you walk around and see everybody. They got it built on the ground. Who on Facebook know each other in Atlanta that's in fucking what's the Garrett or whatever, right? And is a Gwinnett. If who in Gwinnett know fucking somebody in damn Conyers on Facebook? Like it doesn't even like. All right, we know everybody. We know everybody.
And then everybody's like tangible.
Oh, like everybody's tangible. I can go down and see Mayo. Like, yo, this my nigga. I ain't seen this nigga in a minute.
Phone, like if Mayo don't pick up the phone, I can literally pull up on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like what just happened. Like Mayo called me, I ain't answer. I just said pull up.
Man, dog, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And that's cool.
I don't even do that. You hit it?
I thought it was blowing them at the door. When I seen Mayo, I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the shit. And this is not nothing that gotta be planned.
Right, but it never has been. That's the thing.
It has been, bro. And
It never has been.
You talking about in history, right? In the history.
I'm talking
of
about
rap?
for us.
Oh yeah, for us, we different.
We've been doing this same
different,
shit.
bro.
The only difference is there's a microphone and a
Is
camera.
my mic on?
Yeah, we really don't.
Oh yeah, it's on. You know what I'm saying? But to move on though, cause I didn't want to stay on nothing too long.
Yeah.
You said something on the internet the other day that really stood out to me.
Oh shit, what I said.
Oh, bro, it wasn't nothing like that.
Okay.
But it was I just want to hear your story behind it because you know we go back shit since I think slightly before my daughter was in existence on this earth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And you know from working in the mall, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And now I see you've made a transition, right?
Yeah.
And a part of me was like, I don't know what Truez has going on. Is he taking a break? Is he done with music? I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
Right. And I noticed, okay, you popped up Humanitree, right? Mm-hmm. So your status you wrote recently, it looked like the beginning of the month. You said Humanitree saved my life.
Yeah.
Expand on that. Like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Tell me what that means to Truez for real.
I feel like, you know, when you chase this music shit, your years are different. Everybody in here been paying attention or was a musician, is in the game right now. And the years are different. If you off the grid doing music,
It's like you gone forever.
bro, you gone forever.
I ain't
And
dropped Eternal Tears in so long, bro.
Dude.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, 12
Dude.
months is like an eternity.
it's eternity for me. And so I felt like, man, I've been doing this shit for like since I got out of since in high school, obviously, like I told y'all, but doing it like videos, like when Rujo, y'all remember Rujo?
Yeah,
When
I remember
Rujo
Rujo.
died, I shot a video with an iPhone in the like, did some shots downtown. First time even really ever being downtown, and at the cemetery, all of that stuff, and just dedicated a song to him. But it's like I'm these years are different for me. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm in this shit. Then I start traveling, and then start doing all of that off the grid. Mm-hmm. One time I was with Buckle and I did a tour. They let me go on a tour, and then I came back and was able to have my job. But a lot of people think I've been not doing music since then, but I did have a job. And then it's like after that I was like, all right, cool, I'm done. I'm gonna try to like go for it differently. Mm-hmm. All of that, and then our industry started building in the city. Because before I made that decision, there is no Frescoes, there is no Humanitree, there is none of that other stuff that's going on. There's nobody giving interviews. The radio station's still on that bullshit. Like everybody know this. Everybody know the story, and we see different type of music. Everybody doing this is going a little far. Black boy, white boy swag and futuristic shit. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like everything is totally different. And to see the industry bubble, but I ain't doing nothing but music. I'm looking at it differently. I'm studying. I'm staying up late. I'm doing all of this stuff because I don't got no responsibilities but music. And I start being different.
Depending on how you get into that shit, bro. If you get into that shit for real, bro, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You become a fucking
become that shit,
like,
dog.
Really
I became that shit.
You really get trapped in that shit.
Well,
so like what kind of
you should question it.
So to bring it full circle, like how did Humanitry help you
how did it save my
life changing process?
Hey, I did all of that. Yeah. I was like, damn, that's where we was at.
Yeah, hey, I don't know. When I was sitting right there, bro, like that nigga should be able to tell you, but like, but I do that bitch so much that I just stop talking.
Yeah, that's why
if I don't get it
bad.
out, I'm gonna forget, bro. So it's like,
well, look, it saved my life. Like, all right, I felt like I was at my mental most unhealthiest. But I wanted to change. Mm-hmm. I just came out of meditating and doing after school program for the Grovetown High School kids and teaching them music and that shit that we talking about right now. I just came off of that, and then some stuff just was going on in my life, and then I started to just started to push all my creativity towards the side, but then I wasn't making a change in my personal life too as a person. So around Truematic 2 time, I did with DJ Nightmare, the first ever tape he hosted. Like, I just gotta throw that out there. But like, I did the Truematic 2 with DJ Nightmare. If you look at that cover, I'm like, I'm 200 something pounds on the low.
Yeah. You was
on
big.
the low
I mean, let's
ski,
be
dog.
real. Like,
It was on the real.
let's be real. Like,
I was out there like this, and I remember I got those pictures back, dog, and I was like, what the
hell
fuck?
no.
and I had
Nigga
just
was
tore
like,
my
nigga,
Achilles.
fuck
Granted,
this.
I did get some weight by tearing my Achilles because I still hoop. I still let it hoop. But I seen that, and I'm like, but I'm killing it, and I'm just like, man, I gotta change. And when I started working there, dog, like I went vegan for a whole year, dropped the weight. My mind changed because of the food that I wasn't consuming, and I became different in that transition that you've seen. Now I'm getting everything I wanted, and if I didn't have that environment, bro, I don't know where I would be yet. I'm just telling you where I just came from. And if I didn't have that environment, or the loving environment, but Rudy Tucker and Denise Tucker was at my first solo show when I was 17, 18 years old. 17, 18 years old, Brother Trav threw the one of them open mic events at Alter Egos, and I got up on there, laid stiff as a fucking brick, shaking and shit. I was rapping with my homeboy Tony at the time. We did stuff together, but that was easier for me. And then like I got to this position where that nigga was like, my bad. That nigga was like, yeah, do this shit yourself. So I got on there, but they was in the crowd. This is before Humanitree. This is like 2010. They in the crowd, and B going crazy. He just moved to Augusta. He from up top. So now he like, oh shit. Like he ain't never, but my legs like this.
Yeah.
My legs like that, dog. And it's like, you come from that place and see Mac and Slim doing it, and I'm name dropping because they deserve it.
I mean,
but
look,
Mac and Slim doing their thing at that time.
Look, anybody in the
So when you
city,
see
bro, we
Mac,
trying to celebrate these niggas.
You know what I mean? I see Mac like war heroes,
right?
Like, cause coming up in a time, and then so that's how.
Hard.
As
see
a
what I'm saying?
motherfucker.
That nigga hard as fuck.
But we done seen a lot. Can you imagine what niggas that been in the jungle for a few years in a war done seen, and then you know everybody like to ask questions why they don't do this and why they don't do that and why ain't doing this no more. Da 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 da. When you see a lot, you attack different. You know, you come from a different angle. You know, straight up. But you gotta have those years in to get that shit.
Right.
You gotta do what you did and then be like, nah, I'm doing internal tears.
And like,
you know what I mean?
I feel like
Like
you did. I forget who said it on
now
the Breakfast
deadlier.
Club.
You a deadlier artist now because you did that on niggas
Like,
and didn't give a fuck about what they were gonna say.
Right.
Yeah, see, like I said, that shit really was supposed to be a gateway tape, because I was supposed to drop. I got a whole another tape that I was supposed to drop.
That's the total opposite.
Huh?
Is it the total opposite?
Total opposite.
Exactly.
It's
But that's
the opposite. And then I got
Miles, you
another.
gotta
And
go.
then well, man, I ain't even finna. This ain't my
But-
interview, so I ain't finna just sit
But I feel like
unload. But
Well,
if
we
I
gonna
were to-
talk about it.
I would say you did. I was watching a Breakfast Club interview. I think it was probably 2 years ago. I forget who was on it.
Yeah.
I wish I could say his name right now. But he said something along the lines of like, we must, as a people, we must change our diet, right? And he wasn't talking about what you eat. I mean, it could play into that,
Consume.
but it was talking about what you consume. Like, so whether it be
Yes.
the energies around you, the words you put out there, the
Yes.
people you bring around you, the decisions you decide to make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can manifest positivity in your life. You know what I'm saying? You can manifest things to change by making very small decisions.
bro,
Very.
I've been.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, even with moving here,
So
I wanted to create a vibe to where you can come here and chill. You can come here and act a fool. You can come here and fucking cry if you felt like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay.
Over this bitch and cry before.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like as men, we are subliminally programmed to be hard.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
real.
we can't fucking cry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't fucking be sad.
Not me.
I mean, I'm not.
That's
Look,
why I know I'm just-
I'm not saying we.
I don't be giving a fuck about
Look,
that shit.
but what I'm saying is like, you know,
Nah,
for the
society.
majority of us
Society wants
as a
us-
society, bro,
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's
we are
what
we
it
are
is.
we
It
are
ain't even
trained to
fucking
be
society,
hard, bro.
That's what this
It's
is.
social
This is a.
media.
This is a.
That's what the
You know what I'm
fuck
saying?
it
Like,
Yeah,
this is
social media.
is. See, like,
Social
motherfuckers-
media
motherfuckers,
society.
If you wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like.
but people have to be reminded it's okay as a man to be emotional. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah, you definitely be emotional.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Like I
I'm
feel.
talking about just like all that shit, like all them illegal rules or stipulations.
Yeah, they're like them shits aren't those unwritten rules that are deemed as rules for whatever fucking reason.
But you know what's crazy? We got that battle right now with our emotions that women have with their sexuality.
My next mixtape is called Abandoning Emotions.
Ooh, there you go. Internal tears, and now the emotion is gone. Is that fair? Like, to make that correlation?
I mean, bro,
Yeah,
internal tears,
my
and
man's
then
is
like,
drained.
It's a
yeah.
My man's
I've been
is
seeing how
drained.
you been posting too.
Yeah,
like,
like
I
you
know,
got- you
I
know
feel
what I'm
it, dog,
saying? You gotta
dog.
beat the signs type shit.
Dog.
It's all in there. I ain't gonna care.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't fake. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
these my thoughts. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like
It affects what you do in the booth.
all
It's
of that
real
shit,
life.
bro.
Right,
That's why
right.
I said Augusta different, yo, because we
So-
like that.
So
we
like,
like that.
when it comes to changing your diet, I mean, other than actually changing your diet with Humanitree, I mean, did that help you change your mental diet in order for you to be a better Truez on a day-to-day basis?
I stopped smoking weed.
I got these hoes in my head, you see?
I stopped drinking like that. I was starting to go out more, but I was going out by myself, so it was healthier.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Very healthy for me to go out by myself. And before, every time niggas see me out, they'd see me with like 9, 10 people, 5, 6 people. Like, you know what I mean? And then I started to just go a mob by myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with that shit, bro. I go so many places by myself.
But look, that shit made me feel so good because I ran into people that normally if I'm mobbed up, you don't really like.
You ain't gonna be able to talk to them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was rolling solo and was able to see niggas.
You almost get to like rebuild connections with people.
And that's
That's
where I
what
was
I
at
did.
because
You know
of
what I'm
how I was consuming shit, new shit.
Yeah, if
You know what I mean?
If you, I'm saying like if you like in a big group, like if you finna interact with somebody who didn't actually come with you, it's probably gonna be a quick exchange. Type
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? 'Cause they gonna think you got an objective.
It'd be one of these.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
gonna think you got an objective, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or you trying to
You
get
know,
in my
Oh,
section.
oh.
the other motherfucker might keep walking. Or
I
something,
got a
so they
story
might
for
be
you.
trying to keep over there.
I got a story for all y'all. I got a story for them.
You know, I got story.
How we did that collab when I did the 7-day cleanse. I'm downtown at going to studio. Mayo, of course, outside blowing gas. Yeah.
You said, bro, we gotta get some shit in. I said, bro.
Nah. No, this is Mayo.
Hey,
This is Mayo.
Yeah, give me right.
Dap it up. Yo, what up? What up, G? Like, yeah. Hey, yo, Truez don't want to do no record with it. He don't even want to do a record with it. And I was like,
Look. I'm glad you
That
said
nigga came outside.
Please keep that note. Let me tell you this, bro. It had to been 2012, 13. I was listening to your shit in 2012, 13.
damn,
You feel what I'm
word.
saying?
Yeah.
So, check this out, bro. So, at this point in time, by this time, I had just done got my first little spot and shit. So, boy, I had fucked around and found this nigga had a studio right behind my apartment, bro. So I was trying to get over that bitch so bad, bro.
Yeah.
I was trying to get over that bitch so bad. I'm like, shit, we just leaving Truez crib.
Yeah.
I'm in Truez studio. I'm like,
Yeah.
this nigga got a studio right back here, and I ain't got no word.
Hold on, so
was trash then, though.
not to cut the story short.
Yeah.
All right, but there's something I did want to ask you. Speaking of studios,
Okay.
the fuck happened with Aaron?
Who's Aaron? Hold up, Aaron who?
And Grossman.
White boy Aaron.
Hold up. Damn, hold up. Tie me in.
Look, let him get it off now.
Yeah. Wait.
Let him get it off now.
Okay.
So-
So, it makes sense now, 'cause, I know you
So
used to be.
now, just to now, I met you around a time where you and Aaron had a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And pulled up to the studio with Harv. You know what I'm saying? Y'all created some music, whatever.
Good music too, by the way. That should have been released.
For sure. Because I mean, it was definitely organic. Like
That shit was fire,
dope.
yo. I
So-
still got the freestyle videos on my Facebook
At that
too.
point in time,
I think
my
that's
impression.
they used to come. 'Cause I stayed right there in Spicewood.
Harvey.
Yeah, like-
a lot of people used to come through.
So-
like,
They used to come to my crib too.
Oh.
I had like a studio set up in my apartment.
oh.
So, like, at that point in time, I felt like you and Aaron was like this, right?
Yeah, we
so,
was tight.
And then all of a sudden, there was a point in time where I don't know if it was, and mind you, this is outside looking in, okay? Outside looking in. There may have been a misunderstanding with, I don't know if it was a travel situation, whatever the fuck, I don't know. But all of a sudden, y'all just wasn't no
Yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying? Then he pop up in the A, just other
Nah,
shit.
we all went to the A.
Okay.
Yeah, we all went to the A.
So what happened?
Well, honestly, if I haven't spoken on this kind of stuff, not even in my music, right? You hear me? 'Cause this is a deep question. But I haven't spoke on this even in my music, so I'm not going to speak on personal stuff right now. But I'm going to just say, like, just like with anybody, in any situation, people start growing in different directions.
Okay.
That's natural. You know what I mean? And we were tight. We were tight at a time when, like, it was just right. You know what I mean? Like,
For that period of time.
My situation before that, I'm rolling with some homies that I love to this day, JD and my man Dave Tudor. Cool dudes, you know what I mean? Fuck with them. We was creating like that. But I was having a lot of hardships in how I was feeling about things then. You know what I mean? So when me and Aaron linked, we linked. And he looked out for me in a lot of aspects, right? Because I was making that ultimate sacrifice to do music off the grid. You see what I'm saying? This is about to put everything in jeopardy in your life.
Okay.
So my ultimate sacrifice was time and where I was to create everything that y'all see right now was created with that time and that opportunity. So that mind state of building, that's what I was able to accomplish with the opportunity, right? Aaron helped me with that. And in turn, we got places through a lot of the things that we worked on, that my mind worked on, the way things look, writing my own video treatments, but having the opportunity to shoot it with this person, but writing my own treatments, but making sure everything, I directed that video.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, like that's just real deal.
So ultimately, I mean, y'all just kind of
remember
when you say
mad for a video?
Yeah.
Solo, you remember what they mad for a video? You see how that shit look? First drone video in Augusta, but like.
But is it on some like friendship where like
having the opportunity?
Did y'all grow apart on some like how friends do when it's on some like, hey, we still cool? It was a little, but you're going this way and I'm going that way.
Nah, it was a little. I think it was a little bit more on a friendship level, at least from my perspective, because you got we linked on business, but it was still predicated on friendship. A lot of the time, it was just like, yo, we can do this and we can do that. And then that starts to progress into now the moves are different. Now they hitting different and all of that stuff. So
I mean, but when you say the moves is different and they hitting different, does that mean like shit cracking and shit costs more money?
Well, that's everything that you do, because everything in the game is for sale. If you're trying to chase this thing that everybody think that is going to come because you dropped a hot album, that is incorrect. It is all for sale.
Right.
The slot that you see this nigga in is for sale. The iTunes slot on the browse page that this nigga just got and you never even heard his music, that's for sale.
Right.
The Rolling Stone ad for your write-up, depending on the size, double page, whatever, full shoot,
for sure,
that's for sale.
This
nigga know what I'm talking about.
A nigga can get bumped for the cost. Real. It goes to the highest bidder.
Episode 2 of Be Safe podcast. Please refer.
You said the same thing?
Basically.
Yeah,
everything's for sure, dog. So when everybody
buy your way in the game,
everybody want you to do something a certain way, unless you acting like a dumbass on the internet.
So are you saying that to say
people that's
like
in the game, like that shit don't work like that?
So if y'all friends and y'all doing business, was there a lack of conversation in reference to how things should go now that things are moving different?
Nah, what it was is inexperience.
On both y'all parts, or
hell yeah, we was reaching levels that we ain't reached before.
And a lot of times, whether it be a group or friends or whatever,
that's the shit that
shit happens.
It just happens. So when we all moved to the A, some things happened. House caught on fire, and that kind of just like really symbolically and spiritually in a different type of conversation made things disperse. And having artists there and stuff like that at the time, and having that type of setup, brother. The house is on fire. The furnace is on fire. Everybody, we all go back in for our phones. It was downstairs where the studio was. And it started in the furnace and moved up. So now the ceiling is on fire and shit. And the doorway to the studio is on fire like that. Like that whole shit. Niggas went in there and grabbed the phone. My motherfucking ass grabbed the computer. That's what I did. I grabbed the computer. Because the most important thing was my music, cool music, journey music, strap music, Dez beats, all of this stuff. All of that was more important than what I had in my room.
I mean,
my phone, because I didn't even grab my phone. Like, I ain't had shit. And I was like, this is, because that's how symbolically what everybody sees is how I think about my motherfucking music.
I get it.
No
Like,
matter what was paid for or whatever the case. Think about that. Like, so it's like, okay, cool, but it's like, that's where the money is, but we didn't repeat a lot of those processes because also about a lot of decisions that I make because I build differently. You know what I mean? And then the lack of experience. So it's like all of that kind of made our relationship a little sour. It's some other stuff that I feel, but we ain't speak about it. And and I haven't even talked about it within my own self to reflect in my music because I just move on because in this game, I feel that already. You know, and I can't say, you know.
So are y'all?
We just talked for the first time in like 2.5, 3 years ago.
Oh wow, okay.
Like 3 years. We ain't talking like 2.5, 3 years, and we spoke. I'm gonna take a trip down there. I'm gonna chop it up with him in the studio. It's no surprise why he has a studio in Atlanta. The only difference is I made the decision to leave Atlanta. That's the only difference. So I made the decision to come back to Augusta. Right. We all packed up and left. I made the decision to come back to Augusta.
Okay.
That was and so I can live on that. That's why I'm like I'm cool with things because it was ultimately a lot of the stuff was my decision and I can live with my faults, failures.
And that's where living your truths comes in.
But here's the good part about everything and where everybody watching. It's all to further what we think can be possible. Everything you seen, bro, like knowing those sides of that shit, but knowing how things look and knowing what the music sound like, knowing the gravitation, knowing all of this stuff, and then when you realize that a nigga still was thinking in this whole time, how are y'all going to see this? I want it to look good. I want it to be this. Right. You know what I mean? Like I seen niggas. I ain't gonna say no names because I'm already on 10 because of the topic, but just like. Before they start shooting videos, they sent out a tweet. This is a while ago. We shoot better videos than GT Films. It's only one dude shooting videos with GT Films in the city. Right. One. Right. You see what I'm saying? Why is that the measurement stick? That open and this is not me thinking like, oh, he think he know everything. It's what I seen. Right. So I seen a prominent. About to be prominent videographer say this, and then they shit elevate. But they said that first. So it's shit on me and what I got going on. Oh, you had shot a video with GT? All my videos. Oh, for real? Everything. So, and that quality at the time, who?
There wasn't very many.
Well, that's why your videos so hard.
That's why they so hard. And then what?
You directed those too?
Directed them. Yeah. They hard. And then, but I see niggas saying, we about to shoot better videos than GT Films. Okay, cool. And then they did. Not better. I'm not going, this is not about them, that kind of thing. But they not better. I'm not going to say that because GT on a whole nother type of level. But they are too. But that motivation they used that as motivation. That let me realize that niggas receive this music shit totally different. Yeah. Totally different. I think I'm just doing my thing. Yeah. But niggas is like, nah, we about to shoot better videos than that. You become a target in a sense.
And I think that kind of plays back into what we was talking about with motherfuckers not understanding what it means to like work together and build each other up and all of that other shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I
was supposed to be built up by y'all.
Man, there was a lot of things that was supposed to be built up by that address. Yeah. That be 1000.
What address?
910 9th Street.
Yeah. Off of Walkway? From the White House?
The 2-story house I used to stay in? Yeah, there was a lot of things that's supposed to come to.
Damn, that would have been a good nickname for the house. The White House.
You know what I'm saying? And,
I remember that bitch being white.
But that shit would have been crazy, right?
So even
coming to the White House. Yeah.
with a whole bunch of niggas.
Yo, like To Pimp a Butterfly cover and shit.
But
Apple TV way back then.
so you remember when we was talking about me creating a podcast,
What's
right?
this? I don't even know.
You had enlightened me on a situation with another local artist, right? And I talked to this person.
Oh.
You said that there was potentially, maybe, allegedly, a beef with Harv, right?
I never said those words.
I mean, it was something along those lines. Let me be a journalist for a second, right? Let me
no,
be petty.
that's not a that's a bad journalist because I never said beef.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
a misunderstanding.
I don't even think I said that. I just said that I talk around about ways, so I don't never call things.
But that's why I'm trying to throw out synonyms.
Yeah, but those synonyms will create this mindset.
Oh, okay. No,
that
we've already.
beef
Now,
is
mind you,
different.
Truez. Now, Truez.
We heard Biggie's definition of beef.
Now you know I'm the.
I know.
I'm the guy that has the conversation with everybody before we tell it to somebody.
This ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
But this ain't for you. This for them.
Okay.
Because they can't.
You know, there is no.
believe.
It's not. Don't take beef and run with it. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Don't
yeah,
do that. Don't do that. I was using beef for lack of better
Kind of,
words.
sort of, but it's cool.
You know, because people
I didn't know
gonna get
like
people.
at all.
People have selective hearing.
Yeah.
They do.
All right,
They hear
so
the word beef and they may run with it.
I'm sorry.
There may have been a misunderstanding, miscommunication, what have you, right? And I talked to Harv.
A lot of that.
Now he says he used the word miscommunication. So I would
That's
like you
really,
to.
that's perfect because that's where it started. That's the genesis.
Okay.
That's the genesis. So whatever else it could have escalated to was not the real thing.
That's what
the
I figured.
genesis-
Just based on how both of y'all's responses were in individual
Because
conversations.
you remember my whole thing, and I say this, my thing is Harvey was in Atlanta and his people was in Augusta. That already, and then we didn't know each other like, yo, what's up, bro, basis, and then just kind of like talking about sports or something.
Right.
Right? If we knew each other like that, that shit would have never happened.
Right.
But I'm in a certain position, people receiving me in a certain way, they approach me in a certain way. So it's like, I could be chilling with Dub, and I can be talking to Dub. Dub playing me all the beats that he got. You know how he was running with Dub. Brilliant music.
Right.
And I was like, man, yeah, dog, man, me and Harvey should do it. Like that's kind of how my mind is working and stuff like that. But I'm always talking about Harvey, but I was never talking to Harvey.
Oh, okay. So you was basically middleman in your
My own thing, like
your
just wanting to
support for wanting to maybe work together or
yeah,
whatever.
like I'm just kind of like, yeah, I wanna, yeah, Blue, we should, yeah, da 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 da. Like,
Right.
I'm like, we should do all, and we had that meeting at Buffalo Wild Wings,
Right.
but there was no Harvey.
Okay, got you.
You see what I'm saying? So from my point of view, I'm like, damn, it's no Harvey in these situations, but the miscommunication is me. Part of it is me not reaching out to him. But
Yeah,
then,
so that yeah.
on the
I can
flip
understand why that
side, it
leads
could
to,
be that way for him.
right. I can
So
understand on both sides how
yeah.
that could lead to what would be deemed as miscommunication.
Yeah.
What was the miscommunication?
The miscommunication was just like we were just trying to do a lot. And when you first start trying to work with artists in that kind of way of how we thinking and want to do that camaraderie, put money in or do any of these things, it was our first time linking.
That can be.
That's different, and we
Yeah.
don't know, everybody don't know each other.
Oh, y'all had never linked, but y'all just was making plans.
Yeah, well, we was all we was
on
linking,
some
but not.
like-
When Harvey came, we did music,
Right.
and when I would link because of wearing the other hat, I was doing everything else too. So you know what I mean, like doing all of that stuff. But he was in Atlanta, and we just ain't really talk like that. Just talking to going through the homies.
Right.
Yeah, but we always had a great time recording music. Like so, I didn't look at it.
Doing that with him?
Man, we did the shaking
I
the
think
bacon
there's still
shit.
some unreleased tracks.
Yeah, we did the shaking the bacon song, bro. That shit was so hard, bro.
Still released?
I gotta find it. I'm the one that got it because I saved that shit in the motherfucking house fire.
Yeah.
That's the see what I'm saying? That song would have been gone unless he could find it in an old ass email from 5 years ago.
Right.
But anyway, like yeah, miscommunication leads to
fair.
misunderstanding.
That's fair. And I like that it's come down to that because with me having relationships and having a respect and appreciation for what all of y'all do, and regardless of what lane y'all are in,
Yeah.
I like that it's come down to that because
Yeah.
he said when he said it was a miscommunication, I said, oh shit,
Look,
I already know what this is.
I seen him at Stars and Strikes, bro, and I know You know what I mean? This is me trying to be, and this is during that time period of Humanitree saved my life.
Okay, yeah.
Feeling that I'm talking about, but just kind of like walking up to him and just telling him in his ear because it's loud, people bowling, it's music,
right?
All of that stuff. I forget. I think he was with Maine, and I know Maine from middle school. I think Maine was in 6th grade when I was in 8th grade, and his sister was in 8th grade. In our class, you know what I mean. So it's like I know Maine when he was younger, and I fuck with him too. Like, and to see y'all niggas together, but if I'm not, so I told him in his ear, like, I know it's no hard feelings, like all of that shit, like, bro, like.
I mean, I could tell it was water under the bridge, even when I brought it up. Yeah,
I mean, even when it happened for me, it was just the fact that I was trying not to react to certain things that was happening to me.
This nigga just love
and I reacted.
This nigga just love trying to bring up beef.
I know, but it's good.
No, it's not about bringing up beef. It's about having the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want shit to be
It may be
beef.
unnecessary, but it's necessary.
But, Mayo, even if it is beef, I'd rather it be on a platform like this than it be in the street.
Well, people need to know what the real thing is anyway.
Yeah, like, but I'd rather us have the conversations here than us be out here blame, whatever, bow. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it.
You got another one in that round, or did I answer that good?
I mean,
but it's the truth though.
But again, like, because I had the conversations before we got here, I knew the energy was on some, like,
man.
It was just a miscommunication. Yeah. Like, I could, when I brought it up to you, I could tell you didn't have no malice behind your energy. Didn't give me the I don't like Truez. No. That wasn't the energy.
No, I did.
You know what I'm saying? And same thing when I brought it up to Harv. You know what I'm saying? It was the same thing. It was like, oh, bro, it ain't nothing like that. Yeah. It was just like, shit, I just think it was a miscommunication.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? People had other things going on in their lives, whatever it may be.
A lot of people, a lot going on, a lot of entities starting, and it was just new for everybody.
True, and I can respect that, bro. And again, I'm not here to start beef, but we can settle it here if that's what it needs to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I do want
to say Aaron is my dog. He looked out for a nigga.
But
for a lot of shit. Like we just disagreed in our internal take on things, and we just did like that.
Not the almost shameless plug.
I was trying to, but it wasn't.
The almost shameless plug.
Yeah, almost. I almost did it. I almost put it together. It was good enough, but like we just disagreed in that fashion. But like when I talked to him, I'm like, I mean, he is who I know who he is, and it's like he know who I am. Right. So it's just kind of like, all right, if I'm gonna fuck with you, now we can fuck with each other in a whole nother light,
right?
Where I'm in a whole nother space.
Because I feel like if y'all were to come together again right now,
it should be. It'd be different. It'd be different,
sure.
And that's what I do know, which is why I don't exasperate all my.
Yeah, my producer was brother.
Yeah, so that's what's up, man.
Aaron, real good with the producers. His real true one of his real true skills is working with producers. So if y'all see this, that nigga can get you placements because in Atlanta and it's just in general, niggas and rappers love beats. That is true. I hate to fuck with us like that, but if y'all really want to manage somebody, manage a producer. If y'all really want to manage somebody, and I hate to do that.
If you're gonna do it anytime, do it now. In this era, shit.
But that's real talk. But like he's really good with producers, though. So that when you said that, I'm like, yeah, of course, because Aaron's like he like hold the producers' beats and be like, foop, 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 foop. Oh, y'all doing this? Y'all should listen to this. And he know how to do it because he know niggas like beats, so he ain't gotta go. Mm-hmm. Like weird with it. He just be like, hey man, my homeboy do these beats, man. I think you should check them out. Like he just know how to do it. And then he'll be like, oh word. And they all freestyle over these beats anyway. So it's like shit, throw it on. And we can make a song in like 8-10 minutes.
Yeah,
right, true shit.
Easy. So it's easy.
What shit, Truez?
Are we ending out on that? Nah man, I don't like that. I don't like that. We got to end out on some music.
I mean, what shit? I mean, look.
Talk about
it ain't.
All right, bro, Truez.
Yeah, I was just like, oh God. I feel like I got something injected out of me, like the.
Nah, it ain't that. It ain't that for sure.
All right.
So, what you got for me? You say you ain't want to spit no bars. So what you got for me?
Yeah, definitely. Don't. Nah. I'm high and I'm drunk. I'm definitely not spitting no bars.
You know, it wasn't no pressure for no bars from jump, but
nah, yeah.
I mean, shit.
But all right, so I do want to say that Flight 323 record is one of the...
Because really, I was just going to go into, making sure...
Man.
Because Truez, you got to understand, I'm all about making sure everybody get their flowers. So if anything, we was going to go into making sure everybody know where to find everybody all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if anything, I want you to get the people where they can find you at. You know what I'm saying? Where they can listen to you at.
I gotta get the social media links now.
Bro, why not? Why not?
Because I'm Truez and everything is the same. Truez Nation, literally.
On all social media platforms, all DSPs.
That's that. But with music, as far as music goes, Flight 323 is out. I'm thinking about doing a deluxe. If not, I got this fire album coming. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not even gonna tell you the idea. And then I might do it. I got this track.
So that means you coming back to talk about this too.
Man, I mean, all I'm saying, Truematic 4 might come out in December, and I might do another album before this year is up. That'd be like almost like six, 7.
All I'm trying to do is plant my seed for when you need to sit down.
On the low though, like real on the low. Like niggas gonna be like, damn, this nigga done dropped 6 joints on that.
On the low though.
On the low. Like niggas gonna be like, damn. But it's like I got plans.
Nah, I plan on dropping.
Augusta is my home, and I love it, and I love building here. That is why I'm here. So many different places I can go in life. Augusta is my home, and I build here, and I love to build here. People ask me, people say, why you say the shit that you say? You're bigger than Augusta. And I'm like, okay, maybe in my soul, but this is where I like to build. Yeah. This is my home. This is when this is when, those prominent black families that's around here invest into their city, and that's why the city grows. So when I think about shit, and yeah, maybe I say off the wall shit, but it's like at least people gonna get a real sense of somebody that does music, that doesn't make it all about either music or flash or whatever the case. It's like somebody gotta be there. Somebody gotta be there.
Yeah, somebody gotta be genuine. Somebody
gotta do media runs, so everybody start doing media runs. Somebody gotta do that, dog. And it ain't going. And somebody has to do it. I just hate that it is me because I'm really a producer. Like honestly, I really put people together. I like building with Beats, my man Hug Dog that produced the whole Flight 323 and the Black American. We hop on the phone and build beats. All the beats that you've heard me rap on, we've built those shits. Either he'll send me something that's already done, or we on the phone for about 2 hours building a beat.
True.
And it's like I'm doing stuff like that. I like putting young niggas on. I love doing all that. And people see me do all of that. So that's the kind of person I really am. But I just gotta rap because it's still in my soul, and until I get it out of my soul, I'm gonna be rapping.
Man,
you know what I mean?
It's all kind of Libra shit going on. Man.
I'm shooting a lot of people.
Motherfuckers, man. Yeah. It is that season.
Nah,
and Truez, bro, I really want to thank you for sitting down with me. Each and every person that sits down with me, I really appreciate them taking their time to do so. I don't give a fuck if we cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you took time out your day to be here and be vulnerable, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. I want to make sure I spread my love to you for that. And Mayo, of course, it's always great for you to join us. You hear all the time anyway. Stevie B, King Solo.
Me and Mayo got
King Solomon. Thank you, sir, for being present.
And we got it.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure we shout each and every one of y'all out. So for as far as Gas Got Mayo is concerned, make sure you follow him on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? You can't see him, but follow him. Do what you're supposed to do. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. My man King Solomon, you can follow him, and that's King with an X, nigga, with an I go. Just so you know. And Solomon spelled traditional. All right?
Good at this.
You know what I'm saying? Good. So make sure you get at every one of these motherfuckers, because these the best niggas I know in the city, man. These some of the most genuine people I've been around. I don't care if they got money, no money.
We probably did like 7 podcasts before.
Yeah, it's probably come down to that at this point. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure we give everybody their flowers while they're here, because you can't feel that love when they gone at the end of the day.
Hey, you great, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So look,
I'm gonna stop talking.
Y'all make sure y'all follow the Be Safe podcast, and at the end of the day, when y'all get up out of here, be safe.
Oh, Truez.